Hey gang, what's up? We back at it, baby. Join the Crowd Radio, episode 16. Meet you at the Cookout. That Cookout music. Your boy Montel made it at montelmade.com, jointhecrowd.com, playlist live. You know where this is heading. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Welcome to the metaverse. Join the Crowd Radio. So as we get into this episode 16, I'm going to tell you right now it's about 40 songs strong. You know that good old cookout music, that music you listen to when you're out there with your family, whether it be a certain holiday, birthday, or a celebration. Sometimes, you may have a cookout when a person passes, just to celebrate their life. But this is basically what episode 16 is all about. Meet you at the cookout. And ironically, I dropped this playlist in 2019 on July 4th. So let's get into a few details. Meet You at the Cookout is a mix of some of the best songs that you will always hear at the family barbecue. 50 songs, 2 sides of over 3 hours of dope hip-hop and R&B while you're outside grilling, dealing, and chilling. The first song on this playlist is going to be This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan, which is track number 3 off the self-titled album, This Is How We Do It. Same titled album, This Is How We Do It. This Is How We Do It was the debut single by American singer Montel Jordan, released as the lead single from his debut album of the same name. The song was a massive hit, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it his only single to reach the top spot. The song also earned Jordan a Grammy Award nomination for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance at the 38th Annual Grammy Awards. That's dope. Next song on this playlist is going to be I Wish by Skeevo. Track number 2 off of I Wish. I guess it was like an album or EP or a maxi single, something like that. It was produced by Skeevo and Waterfall. It was released June 27, 1995. Skeevo's debut single and signature song became an international hit, reaching to the top 30 in several countries around the world, including number 13 peak in the US in September of 1995. It remains his only song to appear on the Hot 100, thereby earning him the label of a one-hit wonder. Skeevo wrote the bulk of his song's lyrics during a study session in college. He added music after hearing the horn section in the middle of an old ugly record. Soon after, he came up with the chorus lines after doing a freestyle in the parking lot. Next song on this playlist is going to be I Got 5 on It by the Lunas, featuring Michael Marshall, produced by Tone Capone. It was released July 4th, 1995, and it was track number 3 off the Operation Stenkola project. The debut single from Lunas is a song about pulling money together to get more green in the form of a fat sack of weed. Yuckmouth credits Numbskull with dividing the song's concept. With its universal theme, the song took off internationally, reaching the top 10 on the pop charts of numerous countries, including number 1 in the Netherlands. In the US, the song peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart as the single reached platinum success. This success was also propelled by the remix version, which features an all-star cast of Bay Area rappers. Next song off this playlist is going to be Party and Bullshit by the Notorious B.I.G. Believe it or not, he just went as big at the time. It was produced by Easy Mo B and was released June 29, 1993, and it was track number 1 off the Who's the Man original motion picture soundtrack. This was Biggie's debut solo track. The Party and Bullshit line is a reference to a song called When a Revolution Comes by the Last Poets. Biggie turned the original, which was meant to criticize people who did nothing but party and bullshit, on its head. This was his first and only debut solo single under Uptown Records. After the release of this song, Puffy was fired from Uptown Records, and after that, he took B.I.G. with him and later formed Bad Boy Entertainment with a joint venture for Arista Records. Next song on this playlist is going to be Fantastic Voyage by Coolio, produced by Wino, released March 8, 1994. It was track number 1 off of his It Takes a Thief album. Fantastic Voyage is a song by American rapper Coolio. It was released in March 1994 as the lead single from his debut album, It Takes a Thief. The song later featured on the album Fantastic Voyage, The Greatest Hits. The song samples Fantastic Voyage by The Lakeside. Next song on this playlist is going to be Frontin' by Pharrell Williams, featuring Jay-Z, produced by the Neptunes, released June 3rd, 2003, and it was track 5 off the Neptunes Presents Clones. Frontin' is a 2003 hit single released by Pharrell, produced by himself and his production partner Chad Hugo. In this track, Pharrell speaks in second person to a girl he's falling for and who's falling for him. Next song off this playlist is going to be First of the Month by Bone Thugs and Harmony, produced by DJ Unique, released June 15, 1995, and it was track 12 off the 1999 Eternal album. The song refers to a time of celebration in the ghetto because welfare checks arrive on the first day of every month. It's also a time to rejoice with family barbecues and smoking weed with your true friends. It's also a very busy day for drug dealers, as Wishbone describes in the third verse, because everyone has fresh money to spend on. Next song off this playlist is going to be I Get Around by Tupac, featuring Digital Underground, produced by Tupac and D-Flow Production Squad. It was released June 10th, 1993, and it was track 14 off his Strictly For My Niggas album. At first glance, I Get Around seems to be the standard warning to the ladies, I ain't gonna be your boyfriend rap genre. However, Tupac and his Bay Area homies Money and Shock approached the theme with a certain vibe. Some of the background vocals and additional drums on I Get Around sampled from the 1985 Zapp song Computer Love, while the rest of the background vocals were sampled from Gang Starr's Step in the Arena, which preceded Tupac's song in just 2 years. The percussion is sampled from the 1973 Dresses track Impeach the President. This was Tupac's first big commercial hit. Next song on this playlist is going to be Rain, Super Duper Fly by Missy Elliott, produced by Timbaland, released May 20, 1997. And it was track number 4 off of her Super Duper Fly album. This was Missy Elliott's first single, and it also spawned her first music video. Timbaland produced and co-wrote the song and appeared in the video. Elliott played up her size in the video by wearing an enormous inflated trash bag. A screw you to all the exes who told her she was too fat to make it in the music business. Next song off this playlist is going to be Grinding by My Eclipse, featuring Pharrell Williams, produced by the Neptunes. It was released May 14, 2002, and it was track number 4 off the Lord Willing album. Not their first commercial single like most people believe, the honor goes to The Funeral. Grinding is the biggest single in their career thus far and has not 1 but 2 remixes on their debut album. During the session with Genius, Bush explained how the Grinding instrumental was almost given to Jay-Z. Pharrell makes the beat and calls me and says if I don't get to the studio in 10 minutes, he's going to give Jay-Z the beat. And he knows that is one person that I don't ever want to have a Pharrell beat before I hear the beat. It's just a cardinal rule. Don't do that, Pharrell. That causes knockdown, drag out arguments. Since Grinding, I've always rapped over beats that are sort of left of center. He says, it took 9 months to break the record. People to understand that I did $5,000 shows with every drug dealer in the United States of America behind that record. Things start in the streets and the hustlers of the world resonate with the record so well that they were just booking us. It was an underground cult kind of like thing. It was like come to Detroit, 5 racks, wear a bulletproof vest, come to Milwaukee where you need armed security. And this is a radio driven thing. This is something that's basically brewing in the streets. Next song off this playlist is going to be I'm a Thug by Trick Daddy, produced by Righteous Funk Boogie, released March 20th, 2001. It was track 2 off the Thugs R Us album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Slow Motion by Juvenile, featuring Soulja Slim, produced by Danny Cartel, track number 17 off the Juvie the Great album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Summertime by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, produced by Key Fingers and Lamar Hula Mahone, released July 23rd, 1991, and it was track 2 off the Home Base album. The song was produced by Chicago-based producers Hulu and Key Fingers and won a Grammy Award for Best Rap Single in 1991. It spent a week at number 1 on the US R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, as well as reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Next song on this playlist is going to be Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg, produced by Dr. Dre and Emmanuel Dean, released January 15th, 1994, and it was track 3 off the Doggy Style album. Gin and Juice is Snoop Dogg's depiction of the more laid-back side of the streets. It has arguably one of the catchiest hooks in all of hip-hop and is symbolic of what the G-Funk is all about. It is considered a classic in the mainstream media. It was nominated for Best Rap Solo Performance at the 1995 Grammy Awards in 2001 and listed number 8 on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip Hop Songs of All Time. Next song on this playlist is going to be Country Grammar, Hot Shit by Nelly, produced by J.E., released April 11th, 2000, and it was track number 4 off the Country Grammar album. The very first Nelly single ever released, the proof he was primed for commercial success. The song is produced by Epperson and sees Nelly debuting his wildly popular mesh of singing and rapping. The track is simply about his St. Louis hometown and how he flexes through the city on a regular basis. The chorus is an inspiration of the Down Down Baby clapping song. The music video adheres to the hip-hop tropes. Expensive cars, beautiful women, oversized clothes, and the entire neighborhood backing him up. He arrived on the charts that day in February 2000. It shot to number 1 on the U.S. rap song and began a lifelong affair with the international market, charting in Australia, Austria, Netherlands, Canada, New Zealand, Sweden, UK, and Switzerland. Next song off this playlist is going to be Touch Me, Tease Me by Case, featuring Mary J. Blige and Foxy Brown, produced by Kennedy, Carnegie, and Daryl Young, released April 30th, 1996, and it was track number 11 off his self-titled album, Case. Touch Me, Tease Me centers around a boastful woman and a man who's into her loving ways. The song is on Case's self-titled debut album and the soundtrack to the 1996 film The Nutty Professor, featuring rapper Foxy Brown and singer Mary J. Blige, who at the time was Case's girlfriend. The single peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100, while only being on the chart for 20 weeks. In addition, the single was also certified gold by the RIAA. Next song on this playlist is going to be Waterfall by TLC, produced by Organized Noise, released November 15th, 1994, and was track 8 off the Crazy Sexy Cool album. Waterfalls is a Grammy-nominated 1995 single by TLC from their second album, Crazy Sexy Cool, and arguably the group's signature song. Waterfalls was nominated for the Record of the Year and the Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal at 30th Annual Grammy Awards. Next song on this playlist is going to be Feel It in the Air by Billy Siegel, featuring Melissa Jimenez, produced by Heavy D, and it was track number 1 off the Becoming album, and it was released March 29, 2005. Siegel ponders on his recent life, going to jail, and feuding with allies and enemies alike. A deep song with many references and allusions to the events of his real life. It samples Raphael Ravencroft's Whole Lot of Something Going On. Next song on this playlist is going to be Functified by The Brat, featuring Jermaine Dupri, produced by Jermaine Dupri and Manuel Sill, released May 30th, 1994, and it was track number 4 off of her Functified album. Functified was the lead single off of Brat's platinum selling album, Functified. The song was both produced and co-written by Jermaine Dupri, containing a replay of the Isley Brothers' 1983 hit Between the Sheets, for which the brothers and Chris Jasper were given songwriting credits. The single was released in the summer of 1994, and it quickly became a hit, reaching number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the R&B charts, and number 1 on Hot Rap Singles. To date, Functified remains the Brat's most successful single, and it's the only single to have been certified platinum for shipments. Next song off this playlist is How It's Going Down by DMX, featuring Faith Evans, produced by Dan Grease and P. Killer Tracks. It was released May 12, 1998, and it was track number 10 off his It's Dark and Hell is Hot album. How Is It Going Down is a 1998 DMX single featuring R&B star Faith Evans on the intro. It tells the story of an affair he has with the woman who has kids and the father is still around. He questions whether the two seek the same type of relationship. The girl's jealous lover attacks a man he thinks is DMX, but it's a case of mistaken identity. Eventually, DMX gives up the whole affair. Even though the sex is hot, he feels wrong about breaking up her family. It's a pretty sweet ending to the story from a man who says he's not a nice person. Next song on this playlist is going to be Hip Hop Parade by Naughty by Nature, produced by Naughty by Nature, released December 10th, 1992, and it was track number 2 off the 1993 album. The Authentic Hip Hop Parade was the debut single from 1993, Naughty by Nature's third album from 1993. It was a mainstream top 10 hit and Naughty by Nature's second best-selling single. The beat is samples on samples. Funk President by James Brown, Don't Change Your Love by 5 Stair Steps, Make Me Say It Again, Girl by the Isley Brothers, You Can't Turn Me Away by Sylvia Stryker, 74 Miles Away by Cannonball Adderley Quintet, and Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Next song on this playlist is going to be Regulate by Warren G, featuring Nate Dogg, produced by Warren G, released April 28, 1994, and it was track number 1 off the Regulate G-Funk era album. Storybook rap marking the meeting point of old, early trap traditions, with the gangsta image being formulated at the time. In a sense, the entire song is an allegory. Nate Dogg must overcome the burden of gangster before moving on to bitches and laying down a G-Funk philosophy. Next song on this playlist was It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube, produced by DJ Pooh, released November 17, 1992, and it was track 7 off Ice Cube's The Predator album. Ice Cube describes his ideal day: a pork-free breakfast, Yo MTV raps, gambling, and a sexual rendezvous. In 2012, a blogger calculated the exact day that Ice Cube describes in the song. Ice Cube has said in an interview that he liked to end his show with this song. People would get riled up during the concert with this more aggressive song. He didn't want them to leave the venue with that mentality. So he'd end up with this mellow song to chill them out and reduce the odds of them doing something valid on their way out of the venue. Next song on this playlist is going to be Stand Up by Ludacris, featuring Shauna, produced by Kanye West, and it was track number 3 off of his Chicken and Beer album. An astounding bit of factual information about Kanye's production on this track is during the time he created the beat. He used to put samples of other songs and all beats he produced, but it was a shock that this particular beat had no samples in it. The song described basic events that occur when partying at a club. Next song on this playlist is going to be I Wanna Rock Through Brown by Luke, produced by Mike Fresh McCray, released November 9th, 1992. And it was track number 1 off the I Got Shit on My Mind album. Next song off this playlist is going to be No Diggity by Blackstreet, featuring Queen Pen and Dr. Dre, produced by Teddy Riley and William Skills Stewart. And it was track number 3 off their Another Level album. It sold 1.6 million copies in 1996 and won the 1998 Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group. The track incorporates multiple samples of Bill Withers' 1971 hit Grandma's Hands. Teddy Riley, the esteemed R&B producer and Blackstreet member, was the driving force behind the song. He co-wrote and co-produced the track with William Skills Stewart. Next song off this playlist is going to be Poison by Velvet Pharrell, produced by Howie Hirsch and Ross Sloan. It was released February 24th, 1990, and it was track number 6 off the Poison album. And Poison, BBD's debut single after their group No Edition went on hiatus, the boys are warning all dudes out there to be careful about the hoes they spit game at. It became the first of 2 top 5 singles in a row in the US. It also charted in the UK, New Zealand, as well as the Netherlands. Next song off this playlist is going to be Still Not a Player by Big Pun, featuring Joe, produced by The Hound Darian and Nobody. And it was track number 5 off of his Capital Punishment album, released March 28, 1998. The single became the biggest hit of Pun's career, peaking at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 R&B and Hip Hop song charts, and number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was merged with the chorus from R&B singer Joe's hit single Don't Wanna Be a Player. Next song on this playlist is going to be Ghetto Superstar, That Is What You Are by Praz, featuring Maya and Old Dirty Bastard, produced by Praz and Wyclef Jean, and it was released April 21st, 1998, and it was track number 2 off of his Ghetto Superstar album. The song became Praz's biggest hit in the United States, peaking at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. Next song on this playlist is going to be Ready or Not by the Fugees, produced by Praz, Jerry Duplay, Wyclef Jean, and it was released August 29th, 1996, and it was track number 3 off their Score album. The Fugees' second biggest hit is an ominous warning to whack MCs. The song puts a hip-hop spin on a soul classic. Its chorus and bridge are inspiration of the Delphonics' 1968 hit Ready or Not, Here I Come, Can't Hide From Love. Ready or Not was released as the follow-up to the group's massive chart-topping R&B hit Killing Me Softly. With verses from all 3 Fugees, this song was more indicative of the trio's hip-hop sound than their breakout hit. It was a minor Billboard success in the US while topping the UK pop chart. Next song off this playlist is going to be Slow Jams by Kanye West, featuring Twista and Jamie Foxx, produced by Kanye West, released December 2nd, 2003, and it was track number 12 off of his College Dropout album. Slow Jams is a smooth melodic track from Kanye West's debut album. Jamie Foxx hook and Twista's fast-paced verse are some of the most favorite parts of the song. Next song on this playlist is going to be Pony by Genoa, produced by Timbaland, released August 20th, 1996, and it was track number 2 off the Genoa The Bachelor album. The song was a huge commercial success and is considered one of the greatest R&B songs. It was also an important record for producer Timbaland, as it became his first successful foray into R&B production, a genre he would have further success in with the likes of Aaliyah, Brandy, and Justin Timberlake. Next song off this playlist is So Fresh, So Clean by Outkast, produced by Organized Noise. It released March 13, 2001, and it was track number 4 off the Stink On It album. With a beat courtesy of Organized Noise, 3 Stacks and Daddy Fat Sacks get super funky in this Stink On It classic that embodied swag before swag was even a thing. Next song off this playlist is going to be I Wanna Sex You Up by Color Me Bad, produced by Cassandra Mills, Hitman Howie T. It was released March 2nd, 1991, and it was track number 1 off the C&B album. It became a smash on R&B and Top 40 radio, reaching the top 10 in 12 countries, including a 4-week-long peak at number 2 in the US. It was later named the second biggest pop song of 1991, behind Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You. With the horny bravado and smooth sensitivity basically becoming a blueprint for some of the greatest moments in 90s R&B. It was written by producer Dr. Freeze specifically for the New Jack City film, inspired by the scene where Unique performed a striptease for Nina. Next song on this playlist is going to be Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell, produced by Babyface, released October 26, 1993. It was track number 1 off of his I'm Ready album. Much compared to Jodeci's Come and Talk to Me, Tevin is lyrically talking to a girl he knew, wanting to find out more about her. The song was a top 10 in the US, and today the song remains as one of Tevin's biggest hits. Next song on this playlist is going to be Freak Like Me by Adina Howard, produced by Mass Order, released January 25th, 1995, and was track number 2 off her Do You Wanna Ride album. Freak Like Me is more than just Adina Howard's debut single. This 1995 jam helped open doors for female R&B vocalists singing openly about their sexuality. The song helped ignite the freaky genre for women and paved the way for female artists to confidently open up about their sexuality, referring to lyrics of Lil' Kim's No Time or Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On. In retrospect, one of the main implications derived from this track was that it was helped to level the playing field between men and women who had blatantly sexual lyrics in their songs. The single peaked at number 2 on the Billboard charts on May 6, 1995. Next song off this playlist is going to be Foolish by Ashanti, used by Seven Aurelius and Irv Gotti. It was released January 29, 2002, and it was track number 2 off her self-titled Ashanti album. It samples the Barges Stay With Me and has elements from One More Chance remix by the Notorious B.I.G. and MVP by Big L. The single spent 10 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard Hot R&B hip-hop song charts. It was also a top 10 hit in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. It was nominated at the 2003 Grammy Awards for Best R&B Vocal Performance. The music video was released October 7, 2009, and is Vivo certified, which means there's over 100 million views. Next song off this playlist is going to be Children's Story by Slick Rick, produced by Slick Rick, and it was released April 4, 1989, and it was track 3 off The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. This is Slick Rick's classic cautionary tale for children. He tells the story of 2 kids who decide to start robbing people. One of the kids becomes addicted and can't stop. One day he robs an undercover detective. After a long chase with the cops, he is shot dead. It also contains 2 of the most well-known and sampled lines ever. Uncle Ricky, will you tell us a bedtime story? And Once Upon a Time Not Long Ago. Children's Story ranked at 61 on VH1's list of the 100 greatest hip-hop songs of all time. Next song off this playlist is going to be Love Like This by Faith Evans, produced by Faith Evans and Diddy, released September 15, 1998, and it was track number 2 off her Keep the Faith album. The song became Faith Evans' most successful solo single, peaking at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, her highest charting single to date. The song was nominated for the Best Female R&B Performance at the 2000 Grammy Awards ceremony, becoming her first solo single to be nominated for a Grammy Award. Next song off this playlist is going to be Get Money by Junior Mafia, produced by Easy LP, released August 29, 1995. And it was track 7 off the Conspiracy album, one of my favorite group albums to this day. You know, when you think of Junior Mafia, you think of Biggie, Lil' Kim, Lil' C's, and all the other members of the group. Those 3 were the front runners. And, you know, it was Big's group, it was Big putting his friends on, which was dope, you know. So if you ever get a chance, go listen to that Conspiracy album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Lucini, aka This Is It by Camp Low, produced by Ski Beats, released January 28, 1997, and it was track number 2 off the Uptown Saturday Night album. Lucini, This Is It was released as a second single from Camp Lo's debut album, Uptown Saturday Night, and is the group's biggest single to date, peaking at number 50 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 5 on the Hot Rap Singles chart. Next song on this playlist is going to be Real Love by Mary J. Blige, produced by Marky D and Corey Rooney, released August 25th, 1992, and it was track number 3 off the What's the 411 album. It was the second single off the What's the 411 album, after You Remind Me, and Mary J. Blige's first top pop song, reaching number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song is a perfect example of MJB's fusion of hip-hop and soul music, something she's credited with having pioneered. Next song on this playlist is Tell Me by Groove Theory, produced by Bryce Wilson, released October 25th, 1995, and it was track number 6 off of their self-titled album, Groove Theory. With a straight-ahead groove reminiscent of Mary Jane's Girls All Night Long, the simple lyrics detail young women expressing her affection to a guy she had a crush on. Though lead singer Emile Lorette had written the song as a toss-off to shop to another artist, when her record label heard the recording, they insisted the song be released as the first single from their album, Groove Theory. The decision paid off as Tell Me reached number 3 on R&B charts, number 5 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, and even number 2 on the dance charts, becoming Groove Theory's biggest and helping springboard Emile Lorette into her solo career with the album Infinite Possibilities in 2000. Next song off this playlist is going to be Right Here, Human Nature Remix by SWV, produced by Teddy Riley, released July 10th, 1993, and it was track number 15 off the It's About Time album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Can't You See by Total, featuring Notorious B.I.G., produced by Diddy. It was released March 27th, 1995, and it was track number 8 off their self-titled Total album. This came out around the time Bad Boy and Biggie's early buzz were at its highest, and he utilized that buzz to get Total some recognition and airtime. It worked, as the track definitely knocked on Your Mr. B shit at the time. It's arguably one of the best rap R&B collabos of all time, and it sampled the Payback by James Brown. Next song off this playlist is going to be You're Making Me High by Toni Braxton, produced by Bryce Wilson and Babyface, released May 21st, 1996, and it was track number 2 off her album Secrets. The crazy thing about this song that most people probably didn't catch offhand is that the song is basically about masturbation. How crazy is that, right? Next song off this playlist is going to be You Know What's Up Remix by Diana Jones, featuring Lisa Left by Lopez. It was produced by Darren Lighty and DJ Eddie F. Released November 12th, 1999, and it was track number 13 off his Where I Wanna Be album, one of my favorite albums to date. The song was a huge commercial success, reaching number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the UK Top 40. Next song off this playlist is going to be You Make Me Wanna by Usher, produced by Jermaine Dupri, released August 12th, 1997, and was track number 1 off of his Miami album. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Usher talked about the relationship issues that led to the song concept. I was with one girl, but I had flown to Los Angeles and I fell in love with another girl. And what was so odd about it is that she started out as a friend and was encouraging me to keep my relationship afloat. And then I'm like, well, shit, why don't I be with you? Last but not least, we're going to go to the last song off this playlist, and that's going to be That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson, produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, as well as Janet Jackson. It was released April 20th, 1993, and it was track number 2 off of her Janet album. That's the Way Love Goes was the lead single of Janet Jackson's 5th album and the first Virgin Records entitled Janet. The single topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 8 weeks, and both the R&B and dance chart for 4 weeks each, posting platinum sales in the US. It was no surprise when the song won a Grammy for Best R&B Song that following year. So many other songs I could have put on this. I mean, this is pretty much 3 hours of music, about 50 songs. This could have been 100 songs, you know? So many other songs. But these are like songs I can remember listening to or hearing when I'm at cookouts and barbecues. Always knowing these are like the go-to songs that would be on playlists or that would be on the radio. And just me having those memories, these songs, 50 songs by the way, 3 hours of music, these songs came to life. You know, I could have put another whole 50 songs in here, but these 50 right here are the ones that growing up I can remember hearing, you know? So that's why I decided to pick these certain songs. If you have some songs that you think could have been on here, let me know. I'll let me. I 50 songs and 70 songs and 5 hours. You know? Now let's get into my Matsu Says. This playlist couldn't come at a better time with a better title. This is definitely cookout music. Something around holidays like the 4th of July. I can remember hearing these songs at family reunions, block parties, neighborhood festivals, and cookouts. So it was effortless to round out 50 songs that I knew would be the people's favorites. A nice mixture of classic hip-hop and R&B. These songs will get any family gathering going. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is episode 16 of Crowd Radio. Meet you at the cookout. This is your boy Montel of MontelMedia.com. Join crowd.com. Hoodie Gang, what's up? You already know all the outlets that this going out to. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter. Until we meet again.
Join the crowd.com.